Hello and welcome to the Art of Cooking. Today we're going to make spring rolls. Spring rolls are crispy, thin wrappers filled with assortment of vegetables. In today's recipe, I'm going to include shrimp and pork. Of course, you don't have to use shrimp and pork, but it's the most commonly used ingredients in the spring roll. So let's get started. Soak 5 gram or 0.17 ounce of shiitake mushrooms in lukewarm water. Cut 50 grams or 1.7 ounce of Nappa into strips. Cut 25 gram or 0.88 ounce of carrots into strips as well. Slice 50 gram or 1.76 ounce of mushrooms. Cut 15 grams or 0.53 ounce of snow peas into strips. Cut 1 spring onion. Cut the white green parts into halves and/or quarters if it's thick. Cut 50 grams or 1.76 ounce of celery into strips. Peel the skin off of the ginger using a spoon or a fork. Mince 1 tablespoon worth of ginger. Mince 3 to 4 garlic, about 1 tablespoon worth. Drain and slice the shiitake mushrooms into strips as well. Also, 2 additional ingredients, bean sprouts and bamboo shoots. Now let's cut the meat. Cut 350 grams or 12.35 ounce of lean pork into thin strips. Make sure to cut against the grain as this will help the meat become tender. To this, add a half a teaspoon of salt, 1/8 teaspoon or a sprinkle of white pepper, 1/6 teaspoon or a couple sprinkle of garlic powder, 1 tablespoon water, 2 teaspoons of Shaoxing rice wine, and mix. Set it aside and let it marinate for about 10 to 15 minutes. Then add in 2 teaspoons of cornstarch and mix until you do not see any cornstarch powder. Then add in 1 teaspoon of vegetable oil and mix until there is no oil left. So let's get cooking. First, heat your wok until it's very hot. Then add in 2.5 to 3 tablespoons of vegetable oil. Add in the pork and cook until the pork turns slightly brown color. Then add in 1 tablespoon of garlic and 1 tablespoon of ginger. Cook until it's fragrant. Then add in all the vegetables. Continue to stir fry for about 30 to 40 seconds over high heat. After about 30 to 40 seconds, add in half teaspoon of salt, 1/4 teaspoon of sugar, a sprinkle of white pepper, approximately 1/8 of a teaspoon, 1 tablespoon rice wine, 2 teaspoons of fish sauce, 1 teaspoon of sesame oil, and continue to stir fry for about 30 seconds, then turn the heat off. Transfer the filling onto a pan and let it cool down completely. It's very important that you don't overcook the vegetable. The vegetables will continue to cook as it cools down. You want the vegetables to have a crunchy taste to it. It should take approximately 1 minute to 1 minute and 30 seconds. Next, prepare the shrimps. Here is 60-70 count peeled and deveined shrimp. Sprinkle some salt on it and some pepper. Use small sized shrimps if possible. If you use anything above 60-70 count, please cut it in halves or thirds. Now let's make the glue for the spring roll. In a small bowl, add in 1 tablespoon flour to 2 tablespoons water and mix. Here are the spring roll wrappers I'm using. These 2 brands are the kind that I use. Peel each wrapper and set it aside. Then place it under a cloth or plastic wrap to prevent it from drying. This is optional, you don't have to cut it in half. I'm doing this due to the size of the spring rolls I'm making. Grab 2 to 2.5 tablespoons worth of filling. This will make about 6. If you're making smaller size, 1.5 tablespoons is sufficient to make about 10. Place 2 to 3 shrimp on top. If you're making smaller size, 2 should be sufficient. Fold the tip over, covering the fillings, and lightly push the filling towards you. Then roll a little bit to completely cover the fillings. Make sure it's only halfway, then fold the flaps together. This way is the most commonly used way, but it's not very attractive. So I'm going to teach you another way, which is very attractive. As you can see, it's oblong shape. It's not really sexy looking. So to make it sexy, push the sides in, as you can see here. Then fold the flaps over. Now as you can see, it's linear looking. You should see that the top portion of the wrapper is curved inwards. Repeat the process on the opposite side. Then put a little bit of the paste on top to seal the spring rolls. See the difference now? Triangle shape on both sides, much sexier than the oblong. I'll show it to you again from the side view. Now, you just learned the art of how to make egg rolls sexy. Everybody would be jealous of you. I guarantee it. Just show it in front of them. Show your skills in front of them. That's the benefit of watching my videos. So, let's fry. Heat vegetable oil to 325 degrees Fahrenheit and fry for about 4 to 5 minutes. Make sure to flip over to ensure even frying. After about 4 minutes, turn the heat up to 375 and fry for about 30 seconds to a minute. When your spring rolls are golden brown, remove and drain. And now it's done, and it's time to plate. Remember, the vegetables should not be overcooked. It should be lightly cooked, yet crispy. The longer you cook vegetables, the more liquid it will comes out. That's why you don't overcook it, because their cell walls are ruptured and they'll release more liquid. And finally, garnish with some green onions if you like. This is for presentation purpose. And serve it with duck sauce or sweet and sour sauce. I'm going to cut one open and let you see what the inside looks like. So thank you for watching. Make sure to fave, like, subscribe, and post your comments below. And please visit my website for more detailed information.